Hi, East Coast. And apologies. Kind of a while back again. I kind of please accept my apologies. About kind of not making you giving you a spanner, kind of all those years ago. Yeah, I'm keeping my nose clean, and basically it's a bit drafty here, but so I suppose, yeah, what am I doing? My crawler. I'm sure by now you've seen my crawler. That I actually had it fall off the roof, the flat roof of my shed, and basically it I got it hurt, so I've delivered it up to see if they can do anything with it to the Modeller's Corner in Enniskillen. So then in things rail, it'll be a while until I get some sort of layout set up. Reason being, go away. Yeah, no. I see there's a second guest anyway. But anyway, what else was going to say? My I had a socket go out there, and my boiler as well went down, so I had to it's very hard to get kind of a workman, so I kind of it was a fairly easy fix. Went down to my hardware store here in the local, in the town square, and I got a €2 fuse. Like, we have an old fuse box, so I kind of just replaced that. So yeah, no, I'm fairly well. Yeah, that was probably when I was in the house in Dublin. The whole place, the basically the heating, the central heating there is it's basically shafted, and the last time a man came in to fix it, a kind of a serviceman, he said in no way would he certify the thing. He just kind of got it working, but he wouldn't kind of certify it in any way for me. So basically, the house in Dublin is my parents' home, and they're passed on now, and it was just a complete headache to maintain. So I've decided to kind of come up here now to their holiday home in County Sligo. And it's easier. It's a single story, So that's one thing. And the other beauty of it is I'm using kind of I use the fridge and the cooker and the boiler are kind of, they're still the same things. Like, they last forever, sort of, if you treat them well enough. And the same can't be said, unfortunately, for the television. Exactly. Yeah. Um, the only thing is, I suppose, I have wooden frames in the in the windows, and they're not the best. And let me see now. Unfortunately, the main camera isn't working. There's a fault with it. So what I won't turn anything around. The actually the actual the kind of the blinds are beginning to wear out as well and tear. And you know, I'm just going to just keep things ticking over. So yeah. So what I will do is I'll just see if I can get this camera going again, the other camera. Yeah, no, I can understand you. I can understand you basically, and to keep keep the warm, like, basically, overdo it rather than underdo it. And that's another thing. The actual central heating here, in this house, yeah, I am. But to kind of continue sort of the conversation, the actual central heating here, the rads haven't been used for over like 6 years, and I think 4 out of 8 of them are leaking. So again, they need attention. Again, kind of, we have this manpower shortage, which kind of happened since the pandemic. Kind of think things never really recover, and they're made of copper, which isn't the best. It's not really the ideal sort of metal to be using in radiators, because they kind of suffer from the old rust as well. And indeed, the green stains can be felt, and the actual wetness can be felt on the boiler as well. But yeah, I'm in good. Yeah, exactly. Um, that's right. There's like, I'm sure a lot of them now have been silted, because like in some rooms, I would say now there are, how many rooms? One. There's at least one room where there's a rad, and it hasn't been used in 9 years. And that's really kind of, it's showing the kind of the K22. I'll note that, mate. Thanks a lot. K22. Just put that down in a note here. K22. Okay. Stool station. There is a screw fix actually near me, in Ballina, which I can go to, and I'll quote that to them. And there's also kind of a joinery as well, which my dad was fairly kind of friendly, who my dad was fairly friendly with. And maybe they can kind of do something. I'm a bit as well, unfortunately, I'm a bit thin on the funds, though. It's the kind of the always it's the perennial kind of bottleneck. Yeah, exactly. So we'll just wait until So I think the other guy is gone. Yeah. Um, and what else was I going to say? Um, I'm kind of Yeah, I'm kind of I'm glad I'm up here in County Sligo because, I'm sure by now you've heard of all the commotion in Dublin. Go away. That'll translate to a roughly €18 um here. Yeah. Yeah, and they torched a police van. Um I don't know. There's, the Irish government. They're kind of circling the wagons, and they're doing like too much smokes and mirrors, and yeah, uh, like I need to my sister as well. Kind of, my dad passed. So we're waiting on the estate. My dad kind of passed. He was 88. He passed in late 2022. So basically, we're still waiting on the estate. So my sister has to get a kind of a look in. Yeah, absolutely mental. And the crazy thing is that the biggest sort of model railway exhibition is happening this side of the Irish Sea in Blackrock College this weekend. Um, like personally, I know kind of they won't like me saying this, but it's very child centric. And say if you kind of rock up to the management and say, "Oh, can I do a live stream?" They, you might they might have they might be very reluctant to actually allow you to do that, and yeah, I know some Americans too asked them about you know what kind of what was there anything special happening at this railway exhibition, but no, they didn't really they didn't really kind of have an answer, the organizers, which in my view it's disappointing. um I mean, I think as well this all the kind of the disturbance in Dublin isn't going to be a good look. No, I'm not, because it's a bank holiday, and they're always like here. They're always they're really awkward, and I don't know if you know, but in like some routes, sometimes on trains, like in bank holidays, reserved seats on trains aren't really kind of respected, and that's the way it goes. Let me see. Um, exactly. Yeah, absolutely mental. But they're trying to kind of they're trying to to basically make it more sort of, everything goes slowly though with Irish Rail. I mean, I think the intention is as well eventually to bring back food on the trains as well. But it's yeah. Yes, I have been on the tube in 2011. Basically, I went from where was it? It might have been Heathrow to into Piccadilly, and I stayed in a hotel there in Piccadilly, and I also stayed in a pub in Kilburn, which was like, it was dead handy, and they were dead on. But things are all different now, and personally, I wouldn't fly Ryanair these days. They have it's all about kind of, they're in the business now to make a profit, and they've cut another swathe of routes from Spain to Italy. So also the boat, I can get I'm contemplating getting the ferry from, I can get it from Dunleary to Holyhead, and then on to Dublin, or of course then Rosslare to Fishguard, which is, it's getting, it's not bad anymore for solo travelers. It's, in fact, it's a lot more kind of tantalizing. It's a lot more inviting. It's actually more tempting for soloists like myself than, say, going by plane. And I heard recently of this woman. Now she kind of raised a stink because she was on the plane and she was in her booked seat, and then a sort of a mother and child came on late on the plane, and they asked the woman, they they wanted her to embarrass her, to kind of give up her seat for the mother and child, but the woman refused. Basically, this was on a Fly Guys cabin crew Facebook page, and yeah, no, people basically sided with the woman who had the original seat. Yeah, exactly. I have taken it to the I have taken it up here, and I have to do a bit of ferrying, and like what it is, it'll take another, I suppose, it'll take, it'll, I'll have it next month. I'll have it running next month. Fingers crossed. Here in the other room, and the the Wi-Fi also. I've checked the Wi-Fi. So okay, we have we've got another joiner. So yeah, basically on my last live stream here, one of the one of my channel subscribers actually trolled me with his second YouTube channel. So and you also deleted your posts, but I did a bit of digging, and I know who you are. So I've kind of they can kind of they can kindly unsubscribe now, and basically, yeah, exactly. And it keeps, idle. I'm sort of not idle, but anyway, I think I'll kind of wrap it up here, and I will have I'll have another live stream, I think, say in a fortnight's time, say Tuesday, or sorry, Wednesday fortnight, and I'll give an update. So no, I won't. I won't delete this live stream either. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching.